As trailers and clips for Matt Reeves' The Batman were being released, Paul Dano's Riddler was inevitably likened to Heath Ledger's Joker, who used the media to terrify the audience. The latter was an Oscar-winning performance from Christopher Nolan's 2008 film The Dark Knight, in which the clown prince of crime was used to create chaos and convince Gotham society that it was hypocritical in its condemnation of crime while allowing white-collar criminals to go free. The Riddler cut a similar figure in The Batman, desiring to reset and reconstruct a Gotham that had abused him his whole existence, making it apparent that the elites, such as Thomas Wayne and his legacies, had to pay a price for feeding off the poor's blood. However, there were critical components that indicated Riddler was greater than Ledger's Joker in several ways as he went about his purpose. With his cryptic games, the Batman's Riddler was a more calculated, intellectual enemy, pushing Robert Pattinson's caped crusader to his utmost in their mental combat. The ciphers and puzzles frequently tortured his head, prompting Alfred and Jim Gordon to offer assistance. It wasn't like the Joker in The Dark Knight, who dealt with simple puzzles, threats, and one-off tests. The clown also came off as more reactive, shifting from wanting to take down the Bat to feeling incomplete without him, reflecting his shattered mind. Due to his reclusive nature, Riddler was laser-focused from the outset, manipulating Batman and never deviating from the task. He had information on cops, the mob of Penguin and Carmine Falcone, and even Bruce's family, so he coordinated everything to keep everyone busy. It allowed him to operate like a chess master in the shadows, destroying Gotham, drowning it, and assassinating crucial politicians. Unlike Ledger's Joker, who was undone when both convicts and citizens refused to be part of his game any longer, it was a flawless strategy that didn't leave anything to chance. Bruce was able to gain the upper hand and pull the clown down as a result of the diversion. Riddler's movement had been scarier and more faithful up to that moment, as he recruited people online to help establish an army, demonstrating that he was a greater symbol and deeper ideal by leveraging Batman's concept of retribution to create an invisible network of terrorists. The Batman's Riddler was more selfish than anything else and came from a personal, whining place, despite his claims to be a masked freedom warrior. He despised being a bullied orphan at the Wayne Manor-turned-orphanage, and while sympathetic, he came out as desperate and power-hungry, only trying to improve his public image. It's why, when the Bat insulted him about how he'd be forgotten soon enough, he lost it when he was jailed at Arkham Asylum. It established Riddler's status as a youngster motivated by vanity, allowing him to expose secrets by accident, setting Bruce on the path to defeating his army. While Riddler remained imprisoned, he undid the job himself, allowing Gotham to begin to recover. In other words, he shot himself in the foot just when he was about to achieve triumph. To top it off, Riddler lacked that scary air, which was partially owing to Reeves' decision to keep him hidden in the shadows in order to establish the mystique. Ledger's Joker, on the other hand, had a more commanding presence, more speech, and other elements while yet maintaining a mysterious backstory. In a poor, spastic interrogation sequence, Reeves couldn't find that balance, as Riddler's journey through his background was hurried and didn't relate as much to the Wayne orphanage as the director would have desired. It just didn't have the same impact as when Ledger's clown collided with Christian Bale's Batman in the precinct. In fact, compared to when Joker shattered the Bat, diverting him so he could kill Rachel and burn Harvey's face, this Riddler-Batman exchange felt like a diluted remix. In The Batman, Riddler let emotion take precedence over rationality, and he couldn't even pull off the ultimate death. That's because he blew apart Alfred, which pushed Bruce even harder to track him down and figure out how to halt the crusade.